Wow. Wow. I've had probably one of the most memorable weekends I've had in a long time. This was an amazing weekend. I am sad that this is over. I had to wait another year for this. And I know it's going to be much different once the next year hits. But I was glad to have this weekend to spend time with family that I love, that I care, and that I treasure for so many reasons. Neighbors who have been there for me for a long, long time, has seen everything, and absolutely just, even for one night they were there, they were absolute blessing to just have around. So, to my two uncles that came out, I want to say thank you. To my two neighbors that came to watch night one with me, I want to say thank you as well. You gave me amazing memories to enjoy, to cherish, to hold dear to my heart for a very long time. And I really do appreciate that you guys came out, even though it was not the same atmosphere that it was for plenty of years because of Mom not being here. It still felt so amazing to have people over again and just feel complete in a way. So I want to get that out the way. I just want to say thank you, and I love you, and I appreciate you guys so much. With that being said, Wrestlemania was a spectacle. Night 1 was unreal. Night 2, oh boy, Night 2, man. If I'm getting emotional like this, that's how you know WrestleMania really changed. Wrestling has really changed my life, I should say that. Wrestling has changed my life in so many ways. First off, Night 2 starts with Triple H. For the first time in a year, for the first time since 2019 in June, in front of a crowd, making his full entrance for what possibly is the very last time, introducing everyone to WrestleMania, taking as much time as he likes, doing as he please. For the final time, welcome to WrestleMania. That was a lot to take in at the very first moment, and it just felt real. It just felt super emotional, knowing the roller coaster that Triple H has been through over the last number of months, since August, since the summer. It's been hell. And to see him take that last walk, do the whole water thing, it was superb. It was everything I could have asked for. And just a summarization of life, a childhood now most likely forever gone, but cherished. It was awesome. It was awesome. I really could not. That really is going to leave a place in my heart just like filled for a very long time. Gable Stevenson got an entrance again. Got a little introduction. Who cares? But he did play a part in the Triple Threat Raw Tag Team Championship match, which featured RK Bro, the Street Profits, and Alpha Academy. The first night had a banger of a opening match with the SmackDown Tag Team titles that ended on an injury. Night 2's tag match made up for that and then some. This was a fantastic, frenetic, insane triple threat tag team title match. Everyone got their licks in. Randy Orton got a huge pop. The action, the pace, the way the teams flowed, from the kick the kick off the show, it was a really nice match. And the RKOs to end the match. Riddle jumping from the top rope, catching Montez from the top, and just springboard RKO to Randy Orton catching Chad Gable in midair with an RKO. It was superb. And to think that the Street Profits were probably going to turn heel but stay face, which is a good thing. Street Profits being face are actually pretty good. They invited Gable Steveson to join into the celebration, but Gable ate a belly suplex for his little thing. We got a recap of night 1, and then we got to Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Honestly, it was not bad for what it was worth, and they did what they needed to do. Bobby Lashley is still a monster and looks amazing. He's back, and he's going to dominate, for sure. It was nice that Omos got some action from the first several minutes, and then Bobby Lashley got him off of his damn feet, because that dude is tall and big as hell, and hit a different spear than what we saw before. Hit him with a back spear to the back, and then a spear to the front. Almost got the Hurt Lock in, but Omos did counter that. And I did not say Omos. I did not say almost. I said almost. Not saying Omos' name wrong. But it was a fine match. I did enjoy it for what it was worth. And then we get to Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Oh man, what the fuck was that match? Is what I will say. It was insane. Party Boy, Wee Man, a mousetrap table, Pat McAfee's commentary, a giant freaking mousetrap, the hand, a leg that kicks up. What the fuck was that match? It was fun. It was fun. And people are going to trash that match for sure, for obvious reasons, but that's what fun is supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be uncompetitive back and forth. Sami Zayn was going to get his offenses because he's a professional wrestler. Johnny Knoxville is a jackass legend. Of course he's going to have shit in that match that benefits him, and it's going to be ridiculous for obvious reasons. And it was enjoyable. I smiled, I laughed throughout everything, from Wee Man body slamming Sami Zayn to Party Boy. Oh man, Chris Pani just having his ass cheeks out in the middle of WrestleMania. The Jackass crew got all involved in the end, and then Zayn getting pinned by a giant mousetrap. Obviously, he had fun. This was all fun. And if you're gonna trash the match for being crass and Sami Zayn not getting over, I like you guys to take a look at what freaking Joey Ryan did. All the other matches, way, even ones outside of WWE. Because people are gonna trash WWE for that kind of match. Look at the stuff that you watch beforehand. Tell me the difference between those matches to that match. Honestly. Because those matches are much more ridiculous than the match that we had tonight. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. I enjoyed every single minute of it. It was entertainment. Not a wrestling match. Entertainment. That's what it was supposed to be. We got back to the real wrestling with the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team match, or Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match, that actually over-delivered in a sense, and actually really was fun to watch from start to finish. With Royal Beauty, Team Bad, Living Brutality, and Submission Geniuses. First of all, Sasha, babe, nice ride. Batgirl and Catwoman, really nice. Nothing for Shayna and natty, but the crown and the little cape for La Reina Vega, see, and the bride-to-be, not bad. And hey, Babe and Naomi got her win. If you know who I'm calling Babe, then you gotta know. Sasha Banks is my wrestling crush. She's been my wrestling crush ever since I first laid eyes on her. And, hit me up, Sasha. But, it was a fun match. There was joint manipulation by Shayna. And apparently in a Fatal 4-Way tag, it's only one person. There's only 2 people in the ring, not 4. Even though in the triple threat matches there were 3. And you got to tag in and out. But, okay. Interesting. Let's just move on. But I'm glad that Sasha Banks got her moment. She was going to get her moment eventually. Team Bad is in full force. She got her win with Naomi. They did good with the time that they had. It was really nice. And one dream match that I always had is Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley. Of course, they had the match before. I think it was on a SmackDown. But I really need to see that on a pay-per-view. I really want to watch that on a pay-per-view. Then we probably get to what I believe is match of the night, Edge versus AJ Styles. And there's something that I want to point out that I saw on Twitter. Edge is 49 years old. AJ Styles is 45 years old. To still put on an absolute fantastic, insanely phenomenal match from start to finish. When AJ actually got hit by the pyro, that's why he was cut on his right side of his face. He got cut by his own pyro. Crazy. And they didn't slow down and hit move after move after move after move, executing on amazing spots and technical wrestling from start to finish. Unfucking real. Phenomenal. And I don't use that as a pun. It was phenomenal. A midair spear, springboard 450, an apron suplex. They were unmatched. And Damian Priest and Edge joining together in what will probably be a stable that was reported before, that's going to be the time that Priest gets over as a top guy. Priest is going to be a main eventer very, 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 very soon. And with Edge in his corner, there's no doubt in my mind Damian Priest is going to be WWE or, I don't know, Universal Champion. I don't know which title they're going to keep. I don't know if they're going to even have the World Heavyweight Championship. But my God, that was my match of the night. That was probably my match of the year, if I'm being honest. It was a perfect match. Just like how WrestleMania has been from the first night to night 2. Every match feels like it was perfect. We got WrestleMania Backlash coming up on May 8th. That's going to be in Providence, Rhode Island. Might be able to attend that. I don't know. 78,453 combined with the 77,899. That is unfreaking real that they were able to ring in almost 150,000. So we put 78,453 plus these 77,899. You're looking at 156,352 people. You almost ring in 160,000 people for 2 nights of WrestleMania in AT&T Stadium. That's big money. That's a whole lot of money that WWE made. Madness. Absolute madness. You cannot tell me that they did anything wrong, because they were superb. But they got to the dud of the night, which was the New Day versus the Irish Fight Club. Sadly, this was a dud match. It was a quick match for time reasons, of course. And Sheamus who wasn't tagged in for most of the match, probably all of the match, took out both Kofi and Xavier, and Ridge connected with his move to get the win, the quick win. Unfortunately, they got cut from night 1, and unfortunately, they had short time in night 2. Now, can we stop calling him Butch and call him Pete Dunne, for fuck's sakes? That's the only dud. And does anyone still have goosebumps from Cody's return / debut? I do. And they honored the WWE Hall of Fame class again for 2022. And Undertaker took his last walk outside, out to the ramp, out to the stage. They played the music. They did the pyro. Mark, you are no words. From Triple H's walk to the Undertaker's last walk, 2 GOATs in my opinion. Undertaker's most likely my number 1. Triple H is around my number 3 or 5. 2 GOATs. Thank you. We forever love you. Both Undertaker and Triple H. You guys are my childhood. I will forever be thankful for you guys and what you brought to me as a child to now as a 23-year-old man who's going to be 24 at the end of December. Absolutely amazing. And then we get to what possibly was an absolute show stealer in Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. First off, Mr. McMahon is in the building. Gave Austin Theory an introduction from like no other. Sounds familiar. Call him a future Universal Champion. It sounds like calling him the new Drew. And because, of course, they're in Dallas, and because it's Pat freaking McAfee, he's got to have cheerleaders. And when you have Michael Cole out of his seat, you know you got something going on. And it was amazing. That match was... I didn't feel bored, not one bit. And you want to know why? It's because Michael Cole's commentary actually made the match 20 times better. Hearing him cheer on Pat from ringside. Because those two, they've been together glue since after WrestleMania 37. Those two have such amazing chemistry. Those two have a friendship like no other, and I can tell that. They do. And they're phenomenal. As like a commentary duo. Probably top 5 all time. And McAfee winning out of nowhere, insane. After this dude took a whole lot of punishment, sold like hell, and also did a goddamn picture perfect swanton. It was Pat McAfee is god tier. Like, he hit an elbow, a Hurricane Rana. He stood toe to toe with Adam Cole once, and he looked damn fucking good like he did that night. He got a dub at WrestleMania. Yes, sir. Believe it, Michael Cole. He got a win. And props to Michael Cole. Like I said, he was spectacular on commentary in that match. And then we got to the craziest, probably most surprising moment of the night. Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who is a 76-year-old senior citizen. If you look at his freaking body, he doesn't look that way, because he's fucking jacked. Having an impromptu match with Pat fucking McAfee. Oh, you didn't hear me? Let me say that louder. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Mr. McMahon, 76-year-old senior citizen who doesn't even look like he's 76. He looks like he's freaking 28 or maybe even 45, who's built like a goddamn cinder block, wrestling a match at WrestleMania against Pat freaking McAfee. Pat McAfee, a former punter who played in the Super Bowl once, who played in that stadium before as an Indianapolis Colt legend, all-decade pro punter, wrestling Mr. McMahon. He lost. Vince may have disrespected him, and Austin Theory got involved a lot. But my God, what a moment! A moment turned into a nightmare for Pat, but my God, what a moment! It was an unbelievable moment. And then, Stone Cold, again, whipped the hell out of Austin Theory, stunned the hell out of him, did a goddamn backflip, one of the greatest stunner cells I've seen in a long time, and then stunned Vince. Although it was botched, he stunned Vince. He's 76 years old and getting stunned again, and Pat McAfee getting stunned, and then afterwards on the outside having a damn beer. It's like, what the fuck? You can't make this stuff up, dude. Like, you honestly can't make that stuff up. That's how they booked that whole entire angle. It was unbelievable. I never seen anything like it. I was so freaking entertained. I was laughing my ass off when I saw that stunner. When I saw Stone Cold, I popped like hell. When I saw Pat McAfee get a win, I popped like hell. When Vince McMahon got in the ring, I popped like hell. That's how you do wrestling. That's how you do entertainment. You get people involved, enjoy it, do surprise stuff that's out of nowhere. That's how you feel energy unlike anything. That's what WrestleMania is about. Moments like that is why I was so absolutely thrilled once we got to the main event. And once the main event started, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, big fight field. From the GOAT that slays a beast to the cowboy country ass kicker. Short, but the God has cemented his legacy for what they had with the time that they had. It was perfect. They made up for that 34 match that was booed out of the building, which I thought it was fine. They had a match similar to 31 minus the cash-in, and a match that was similar to Crown Jewel, but a clean, decisive, perfect winner in Roman Reigns, who is now the absolute god of professional wrestling. It's not Kenny Omega. It's not Adam Cole. It's not Adam Page. It's not even the ROH champion Jonathan Gresham. It's not the IWGP World Champion Kazuchika Okada, even if he is not the champion right now. It's none of them. It's Roman Reigns. From his character, to his talking, to his wrestling. He has everything. He is everything. And he did it tonight in the place where he got his redemption at WrestleMania 32 against Triple H. A match that was booed out of the building to a match that was absolutely electric from start to finish. That had hype unlike any other from Crown Jewel all the way to now. This is what it was all about. And seeing him hold both the Universal and WWE Championship at the same time. Chef's kiss. What do I need to say? Night 2 almost equals night 1. And sure enough, this was the best WrestleMania in the last number of years. For many people, I would feel this is the best WrestleMania in the number of years since 31, maybe even since 35. But without a doubt, for me, this is a top 5 WrestleMania. For me, this is one of the best WrestleManias I've watched ever. Top 5. You can probably kind of put this in top 3. All together with night 1 and night 2, this was a, simply put, near perfect WrestleMania. This was a 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Stupendous WrestleMania. Or in the words of Pat McAfee when he's standing on top of his feet, stupendous WrestleMania. I am so proud to have put videos up for the last number of days, from Monday all the way to now, on Wrestlemania. It was everything I could ask for. And I was thoroughly entertained, from the wrestling to the moments to every single thing. And now the new calendar year of WWE has officially began, with a roster that is got everything going on, and a champion who is on the pedestal of pure greatness. What's next? I have no idea. But best believe I'm going to be tuning in for it.